God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it. Yes, you know, I have to look at this man right here. Okay, now when I go off and I make funny sounds, I make funny faces, you know, I do crazy stuff. People say, Corey, you retarded, or Corey, you too grown for this, or Corey, you need to sit your ass down and be quiet. But when Adam Sandler does it, he's a millionaire. People just throw their money at him.
Yeah, but you actually are retarded. So, I mean, you're like medically retarded.
I'm broken retarded.
Am I not supposed to use that word anyway, by the way? I'm sorry.
No, you can't. Well, also, Adam Sandler's Jewish, so that allows him some slack to get
That's
away
right.
with.
That's right.
And
You
raking
don't,
millions.
you don't have that Jewish panache. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Don't you say nothing, because I blame you for this shit too.
That's
Blame
right,
me all you
Shishka.
want. I'm sorry. Like every time I see an Adam Sandler movie, it's like seeing my old friend, the old friend that I'd bring to the party that nobody would ever laugh at his funny noises and his jokes except me.
They were, the microorganisms in the theater were loving this movie along with
Now,
co-hosts.
Cyrus, you know how protective Corey is of the audience. Don't be talking bad about
Oh,
them.
that's right. That's right.
And I still am protective. Hey, look, I will tell them, if you like this stuff, then that's fine. You dumb than a motherfucker. No,
You all need to be wearing football helmets.
no. You know what? Look, there are people that this movie is made for. Some of them, in some robots. You know,
I look good in my football helmet. Thank you very much.
You look magnificent. Yeah, but I am just not one of those people. And I'm not a snob. Don't try to make me feel like I'm the one that's wrong. I don't understand the whole Corey. Why don't you just loosen up a little bit? No, I was that motherfucker last week that defended that movie Tower Heist that all y'all gave me a hard time for. I put myself on the line. So
Wait,
don't anybody.
how are you the hero here all of a sudden? How did you turn that around?
See, Corey, what you don't understand is
Hero of the retarded.
last week when we were talking to you about Tower Heist, this is what it leads to.
Yes.
You let the Tower Heist go. Evil flourishes when good men do nothing. True. And last week you did nothing. And now you are reaping what you sowed.
Well, here's the deal, man. There's the Tower Heist. You know, some people saw my weight. Rotten Tomatoes was on my side, 69%.
Barely.
No, he got 69%, so I didn't feel so bad. I thought, like, maybe I am a man of the people. But, man, this is one where if y'all like this, I can't get with you on that. I don't understand it, don't want to understand it. Take myself out of it. In fact, give me the gun and just put it up to my head and just blow my fucking brains out right now.
Don't worry, people. I'll stand by you.
You're gonna be the people's Adam Sandler fan on this one.
I don't understand. I happen to miss this one, but I mean, okay, you
Happened to.
Yeah, I think you tried everything you could not to go to the. I remember saying to you, I was like, man, it would be best if we all did Jack and Jill, because that would make a really good reviewing. Like, well, if we don't see that independent film, then nobody else will be able to review it with me now, will they?
I totally got your back on that
You did, Cyrus. I owe you.
Someone needs to see that
It
goddamn
would be a
film.
better review if two people saw this independent film, and I will put myself out there. I'm like, hey, bro, stop acting like you sacrificing. Are you doing a good
Oh, you
deed?
didn't see me bending backwards like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix at the time?
Yeah, I'm like, come on. I understand. You. This is one bullet you are not going to take, and I don't blame you. It hurts to be shot in the ass every now
Well,
and then.
I have to say that the first time I heard about this movie was on South Park when they were doing a parody of it, and I thought it was a movie they made up. I figured they just looked at the worst Adam Sandler movies and thought, what would be a funny thing that's so bad he would never do it. Little did I realize 2 months later I saw an actual trailer for it and went, what the fuck? He actually is making this movie?
The first thing I heard about seeing that South Park, I was like, I had no idea that was a movie. I assumed that he saw that South Park episode and went, oh, that's brilliant.
All I thought was like, hey, the South Park's heard about it, looking forward to it as much as I am. Yeah.
Well, this fool over here, I heard him 2 seats down just the whole time.
See,
I was like trying to be the cool kid.
this is what got me to walk out of Zookeeper. I was like, I hate this movie already, and fucking co-host is over there laughing every time Adam Sandler comes on as that monkey. That's it. I can't take this.
Hey, that shit was funny, all right?
I would tell you, seriously, and this is no joking right here. I go into a movie every time with an open mind, and Adam Sandler is one of those people where I do like some Adam Sandler movies. Leon, you and I Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That one. Like
great
50
film.
First Dates.
There are several of his movies that I've enjoyed along the way.
Wedding Singer.
Billy
Yeah.
Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Waterboy?
Yeah. Well, let's not get carried away.
Waterboy was great. Are you kidding me?
I like
that
Waterboy.
Billy Madison. I don't know.
Billy Madison is the greatest comedy of all time. Are you kidding me?
Okay, now you're freaking
Get
me
the
out.
fuck out of town
You
with that.
see what happens when you give a little bit?
Yeah, I
you
know,
give an
right?
inch
Hey,
on
get
Adam
in your
Sandler's-
short bus and go home, all right?
But after watching that movie, 8 Crazy Nights, having to see Adam Sandler in animated form, I realized, this guy does nothing now but make funny voices. And then he makes a movie based on that funny voice. And in this movie, for me, this is probably his most annoying creation that he has ever made.
Wait, even more than Little Nicky?
I was about to say, Little Nicky still takes the cake.
Eight Crazy
I hate
Nights
that
is
film.
still the absolute worst piece of shit he's ever been associated
As far as the character go, I mean, in this movie he plays his twin sister, and she's supposed to be an annoying, loud, obnoxious twin sister, and pretty much he's just saying she's Jewish.
Yeah.
So
that's
I'm not
the
saying
joke.
that he is.
No. I mean, nothing anti-Semitic at all. As a matter of fact, it's Adam Sandler who's going like, "Don't you just hate Jewish women? Here's one. I'm just going to make fun of her and bash her around because don't you just hate Jewish women?" It's like, no, but clearly you do.
Yeah.
Which isn't it the same, almost the same character that he played on SNL? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did a skit with Mike Myers where they were like, they did
With
a
the
coffee
coffee
talk.
talk?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think he was probably on there doing the same character.
Well, in this movie, so he tries to sneak it in. He tries to put a plot behind that funny voice. And in this one, Adam Sandler plays Jack Sebastian. Now he's a guy that has it all. He's a rich advertising executive. He stole Katie Holmes from Tom Cruise. He has
He offered her freedom.
he,
Let's be honest.
he broke her loose from her cage. So, he had enough money to buy himself a little Indian kid. And he has it all. As I said, what does he have to complain about? Really, what does he have to sit around and bitch about? Well, every Thanksgiving, his bitch, obnoxious Jewish twin sister shows up without fail every year. And each year, she tacks on more time. Every year, it's just a day longer. It's 2 days longer. It's a week longer. And in this movie, he decides hey, you know what? If I just get this cow a fucking husband, then she will be out of my life, hopefully, every year during Thanksgiving at least. I'll send her a card or something, but I don't want to talk to her if I don't have to.
Clearly, this plan is flawed from the get-go.
Yeah.
The idea that anyone would have sex with this cow.
Oh, man. And what bugs me about it is that throughout the whole film, she does this. She talks like this for an hour and a half. And after a while, I was doing that. I was like,
damn.
I became her. I was like, wow, man. I was like, really? I mean,
That's an Oscar-worthy performance.
I do, man. I understand people. They like Adam Sandler. When Adam Sandler does those funny voices, if somebody's going to do it, he's the guy. This is just one of those creations that it annoyed the hell out of me. I could not take it anymore. I was ripping my ears off by the time.
I theorized that there really wasn't even a script. There wasn't any. They had written a couple set pieces that took special effects. They had said, believe it or not, Adam actually spent a shit ton of money, which he has a shit ton of money to spend, and got Al Pacino to come in and be in a character in this film. It's funny because you were laughing when Al Pacino was on screen, and I laughed a little at first too, until suddenly that hit me. Wow, the only reason Al Pacino is in this movie is because Adam Sandler has so much money from jackasses who keep going to see his fucking movies,
Hey.
fellows. and he can afford Al Pacino. Hey, I'm Adam Sandler. Yeah, I know who the fuck you are. I want you to be in my movie. I'm not going to be in your fucking movie. Take a look at the check before you say no.
Yeah.
And guess who else looked at that check? Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp makes a cameo.
Well, he makes a
appearance, too.
cameo,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's cool, right, Cyrus? He's still cool.
I'm not blaming Al Pacino. They're actors. They work jobs. So the thing is that it was laughing because, it's Al Pacino. That's funny is there. But when it's just because that's fucking blood money that bought out.
But you know what? I will say that at least Al Pacino, you could tell that they actually wrote him some good shit. At first, they were kind of fumbling with the ball when they had him, but there's some scenes that you actually missed.
Yeah,
that
'cause I walked out after
I was
exactly
actually laughing
an hour.
I was actually laughing my ass off. I was like, okay, this is pretty damn funny. This is probably the funniest part of the whole movie.
Well, certainly the stuff I had seen him in before that didn't seem like they had written lines for him.
What are you going to say, Lynn?
Well, I just wanted to defend the co-host against what Cyrus said, because the co-host is not putting money in Adam Sandler's pockets because he only sees these movies for free.
That's true. There is
That is true. Yeah.
so do not impugn him.
well, to be fair, he's telling people to go see Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, co-host.
Hey, you haven't heard the end of this review, all right?
All right,
Calm
fair
down.
enough.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, but I'm with you. I know y'all gonna sit up there. In the movie, Al Pacino plays himself, and there is a ton of cameos in this movie. Adam Sandler must have went to every house in Hollywood and captured snapshots of these people killing people, having sex with animals, child molestation or something. He framed them and he said, one of these days I'm gonna put you in my movie. Like, fuck you, Adam Sandler. Oh, what is that? Okay. Hey, when do I show up? Hey, I tell you what, I work for Scale. Oh, free? Oh yeah, I can do that.
He's the J. Edgar Hoover of Hollywood.
yeah, he's got a file on everybody in Hollywood. But now in this film, Al Pacino plays himself. And he, at a basketball game, just sees the twin Adam Sandler in this film.
Jill, right?
Jill. Well, just fucking Jack and Jill. I'm already forgetting this movie. Yeah. Oh, what's her name?
I know what you mean, though. I keep thinking of it as jacking off. Yeah. It's about all this bullshit is.
Jack and Janice, Jack and Josephina. Who is this other chick? No, Al Pacino sees Jill at this basketball game and just is smitten with her and spends the rest of the movie like just pursuing her hard. And when he came on there, now we talk about how Al Pacino just chews up the scenery. He knows that he does that in this movie, and he knows what he's in. He's in an Adam Sandler comedy, so he just plays that up, man. And when he's coming in looking for Jill, he kicks down Adam Sandler's door like, "Where's that bitch at? Where is she?
I know you have her.
Hey, where I know you're hiding her here.
Where's that great piece of ass?
You ever look at a woman's ass?
You send up, what'd you say? Send up an ass? Send up an ass. Hoo-ha!
I smell her around the corner."
And he was cracking me up, but every time I laughed, there was a little tear that came out the corner of my eye that said, wow, this man is classic Hollywood. And he's in a movie having to be watching Adam Sandler play a nasty chick who shits loudly in the bathroom. And I'm like, this is a sad, sad day for Hollywood.
I thought it was a hilarious day for Hollywood.
It happens to any actor at a certain age, though. I mean, fucking Buster Keaton was in Annette Funicello movies, for Christ's sakes. You know, you're like, there gets that point. You're like, shit, I'm just not getting the work I used to. You know,
man,
because I'm old.
We will live long enough to see Ed Norton in Jackass 14.
Yeah, we will.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm a huge Al Pacino fan. I respect the guy's work. Leaving the theater, though, I didn't really walk out going like, I didn't have a Robert De Niro experience after watching like the Fokker movies where I'm just like, why? I mean, I did not have that experience. I thought he was pretty damn funny, and I thought watching him, he was really having a good time with Adam Sandler, like playing off him. And but like I said before, for me, that was the ultimate highlight. Now, when this movie starts, though, this movie is it's like somebody went in and tripped in the editing room with a pair of scissors, because the first hour of this movie is so fucking jumbled up. I mean, it did seem like they probably filmed about 3 hours of the first hour, and they were like, okay, we have to cut all this shit down because there are scenes that just don't make sense one after another, where I'm like, oh fuck, this is already going to be a fuck you. I could tell.
It does everything but
it
have
is
scene
so
missing
disjointed.
frames.
And I'm talking about major just disjointing parts. It made no sense.
Yeah, I get. I guess what the reason why I know actors have to work. I mean, and it's nothing new. I mean, I'm looking at all the actors that at some point in their life before they died. I mean, this is before the current Hollywood. I mean, we had what's
Raul Julia in Street Fighter.
But even before that, I think what's the
Orson Welles,
the dancer. Orson Welles died doing a voice in Transformers. You know,
that's a great film.
Bernard Herrmann, a composer who did great scores, ended up dying. His last film was It's Alive.
It's Alive is a great film.
That's debatable, but now what's that?
No, it's not.
What's that that dancer's name who danced with Jerry? Who?
Gene Kelly.
Is it Gene Kelly?
Fred Astaire.
Gene Kelly was in Xanadu.